Hey, everybody, welcome to John Talks Indian Cinema. I am your humble host, the Indian Cinemaniac, with another 10ish-Minute review, keeping with the Halloween theme. So, tonight, I'm going to review a film that was suggested to me because the sequel's coming out. And they said, if you're going to see the sequel, which I guess is highly anticipated, they said you should see this first one so you know what it's about. So, I did. And the film is Bhulaiyaa, Bhulaiyaa from 2007. It's directed by Priyadarshan. It stars Akshay Kumar, one of my favorites. I've seen him in a ton of stuff, including the movie I just reviewed, Stree 2. Vidya Balan, Shiney A, and Paresh R. This film was a remake of 1993's Manichithrazu. Manichithrazu. It was shot at the Chomu Palace in Jaipur. Okay, the story. The story is about I don't know exactly I don't know if he was a king. He was somebody of royalty who comes back to this mansion that there are ghosts in the mansion. And he doesn't believe there are, but things are happening. And it's dealing with the ghost or possession or something. And how are they going to rid them of the ghost? That's the story. So I'm not quite sure about this film. Now, the second one stars Taboo, who I am a huge fan of. So I might take a chance on that one because I wasn't crazy about this one. The story didn't make a whole lot of sense to me. Now, maybe there's some cultural significance to the story that I'm not getting. I will tell you right up front that could be the case. And it again, with most of these Indian films, I wouldn't say it was scary. I found there were things in it, like a simple thing that I found creepy. In the opening scene, they're in this mansion, and this guy runs by a rocking chair, and the rocking chair starts rocking. Then he goes upstairs. He comes back down several minutes later. The chair is still rocking. That was creepy. But they did this thing where you never saw a ghost. You saw a silhouette, or you saw somebody in the foreground and you see something way in the background. You hear grunts, you hear groans, you hear singing, but you never actually see a ghost for most of the film. Um, so, I mean, I give the story a 2 because I didn't quite get the story. I wasn't sure if it was a ghost story or a like The Exorcist, because it also had a little of that in it. Um, so there's this room in this mansion that's chained, and once the queen or whatever she was, um, she goes in this room. Now all this stuff starts to happen, right? And there's some kind of connection. Now the other thing they do is you're never sure if any of this is real, like if there's really a ghost, right? But they keep putting the suspicions on people, and they make a big point of that. So they're trying to they're trying to confuse you or lead you in different directions to kind of fake you out. They did that a lot. Um so there's a couple things here, like they a key to there's a lock on this door, this big huge lock. I can't even describe what it was, but they get a key made from this locksmith, and the locksmith dies. So they think the ghost did it, but the guy says, oh, he had a heart attack, right? And then there's rat poison. Rat poison plays a role in this, right? They do this scene where she's talking to her sister-in-law or somebody, and she gives her rat poison. Goes, put it in the kitchen. And right away I go, put it in the kitchen. Why would you put rat poison in the kitchen? So of course that comes to play later on when they think they poisoned his tea. And then there's a scene where her sari catches on fire, and she's, they're patting her down, and then 10 minutes later she's walking around like nothing happened. So I didn't understand that. Now the performances, again, the guy who wasn't in the first hour is Akshay Kumar. They bring him in. He's a professor who's going to help them rid them of the ghost. And he reminded me of a cross between Beetlejuice and Columbo, which is a 1970s, 1980s detective show. He reminds me of Beetlejuice because the first scenes he's manic. He's full of energy. He's doing all kinds of funny stuff. And he was very funny, I thought, while he's trying to solve the mystery of this ghost thing, right? But he was also Columbo because he's investigating this. And he finally figures it out, and he kind of tricks the ghost. So, again, this was a weird one for me, but the performances I'll give a 3. The music, there wasn't a ton of music in it because, frankly, it didn't fit. But there's a song where they first enter the mansion with again, I don't know what he is, a king, a prince, whatever he is, but they do this love song, and then there's this giant curtain in red that envelops them. And of course, I thought red blood, so something's not right here. Then the second song, it's with Akshay Kumar. They're going to go to her village, the queen, and do a little background information on it. And they get on a bus and they start doing a song on the bus that I thought was nice. And another song they did, it was it had this really interesting tracking shot with, I think there was like 4 kids running into the house, and it follows them the whole way. And then it opens up to this big ballroom, and the number was Let's Rock Sodia. Fourth song. Okay, so before I get to the fourth song, I got to tell you, so what it ends up is Anvi, who's the queen, is the one that's doing all the stuff, and she's possessed by this ghost. So now it becomes kind of the exorcist. Well, now she's doing this dance as Anvi possessed by the ghost. And as she's doing it, there's a guy who's at the mansion who looks like her prince that she killed the ghost. So they keep flashing back to the past and then in the present. So I thought that was kind of cool, and it looked pretty cool too. And ultimately they have to, Akshay Kumar's character, the professor there, needs to, the only way they can get rid of the ghost is if she beheads her husband. So he goes to the husband, they're friends from school, and he says, look, if you do this, the ghost will leave. So they set up this big ritual. They put the guy on this moving, like a gurney almost, and set him up on this thing with a blanket over him, and he's got his eyes closed, and she's got a big knife. And all of a sudden, somebody throws this smoke. It all smokes up. He hits a lever. The thing turns, and now there's a dummy on the bed, and she's hacking away at it. And after she hacks away at it, she breaks the curse, and now she's back to normal. That was it. And then the last song is Akshay Kumar doing a kind of a hip hop version of Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. So the music, I'll give the music a 3. But my verdict, I think, I got to give it a 2. I didn't quite get it. I didn't get it. And it was jumping all over the place. It didn't make a lot of sense to me. I don't know if the other 2 are like this, but for me, it didn't work. Now, I read the reviews on this, and there were people who really liked it. I really liked Akshay Kumar. I really did. And I'll also say that Vidya, who played Anvi, I think that's who played when she became the ghost and like so different from her regular character. I thought that was pretty good. I thought she was good, but overall, I think this was a 2. I didn't quite get this. I didn't find the humor funny. I didn't think it was really scary. There were scenes that were kind of creepy, but I don't know. Maybe the other ones are better. And let me know. Look, so that's my review of that, right? You know how I feel about that. Do you think I'd like the other 2? Because I didn't like that. I did like Stree, and I like Stree 2. I like Pari too. I really like those movies. This movie just didn't do it for me. I mean, a 2 is low. I don't think I've given, I can't remember the last time I gave a 2, but that's my Halloween review, okay? Just a reminder, too, I'm going to have a lot of the old YKY guys on the, we're going to do a Jaws kind of discussion. I hope, even though it's not an Indian film, I'm going to post it here. I hope you guys will check that out too, because it's a great film. It's a classic film. It's one I love to talk about, and it's going to be long form too. It's going to be an hour, probably an hour. So let me know when it comes out. Let me know what you guys think. Okay, so that's it. That's my review of Bhool Bhulaiyaa, and looking forward again. Sing 'em again coming out Diwali, which is November 1st, right? I cannot wait to see that. Hopefully in the movie theater. So. Once again, as I say every episode, but until I hit 1,000, I'm going to keep doing it. Subscribe, hit the notification button, hit the like button. Look, I've said this a few times. I get like 56, 60, 70 views, but only 8 likes. So it makes such a difference, you guys. I don't know if you understand that or not, but it really does make a difference. The more people who like it, the more likely YouTube will push the video out so I can build my subscription. So please, please. Okay, that's it, everybody. We will talk to you soon on John Talks Indian Cinema. Thanks for watching.
Zooby dooby nache kyun pagal stupid man.
Zooby dooby pampara, zooby dooby param pam. Zooby dooby nache kyun pagal.